complexity of the whole situation is that they have linkages. They have linkages with extremists in our society, with other Mujahideen groups. So this is what the Taliban are. The counter strategy against the Taliban, we have to isolate them, isolate the ones in Pakistan from the ones in Afghanistan. And we have to control the borders so that there is no communication between them, and then fight them piecemeal. I had proposed fencing of the border. I had proposed mining of the border so that this movement is prevented. There is a three-track approach required: military, political, and socio-economic, because Taliban happen to be our own people. Therefore, we need to go for a military approach, and from a position of strength, also go for a political resolution, political negotiations with them. And simultaneously, because they suffer from poverty and illiteracy, go on the socio-economic path to better their lot. I would briefly now cover the third element, and that is Talibanization. Pakistan is suffering from the four facets of extremism and terrorism: Al-Qaeda, Taliban, and then is Talibanization. And that is the spread of this obscurantist view of Islam being imposed to the settled districts of Pakistan, especially in the frontier province. This had to be countered. It has been countered well. Now, when the army has operated and cleared Swat, army has also cleared two of the northern tribal agencies of Bajaur and the lower one, and they have succeeded in doing this. And this force or this application of strength has to continue to control Talibanization from spreading any further. And I think this has been done successfully by the army and the intelligence agencies. The last element which needs to be countered is extremism in our society. This needs, maybe to an extent this is being ignored. It has to be addressed, because it is this extremism which basically comes from illiteracy and poverty, and then spawns terrorism, which needs a long-term strategy to address. Because extremists, ladies and gentlemen, while a terrorist is visible and you have to act physically against him, an extremist is not visible. It's a state of mind, it's a mindset. And mindsets cannot change through imposition. Mindsets change through transformation. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we have to have a long-term strategy, a transformation strategy, which addresses the root causes, eradicating illiteracy and poverty, and changing mindsets. That is the strategy that we have to follow to counter extremism in the society. I would now like to come on to a touchy subject, and that is the India factor. Maybe the gentleman who is talking belongs to India. I would like to very, very clearly bring out how the India factor comes into this act of terrorism and extremism. Okay, you are. Okay. If you are from Balochistan and you want to get away from Pakistan, right, I'm very sorry. He thinks I'm a dictator, yeah. I am a dictator for people like you. Right. I was talking of the India factor, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying this because I'm a Pakistani and I need to undermine India. I believe in peace and I believe in resolution of disputes between India and Pakistan with all my heart, with all my sincerity. But when we are talking of terrorism, ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a holistic view of terrorism. And I would like to give the India factor. The Kashmir dispute of India, we all know, which is simmering since the 1948, has resulted in the creation of much maligned extremist groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba, LET, and Jaish-e-Mohammed, JM, which maybe you've read. They are a creation because of Kashmir. But other than that maybe everyone knows. But one factor which we are ignoring, and I have been saying this even in India, there is a rise in extremism in the Muslim youth. We need to get to the root cause of why that is happening. It is happening because they suffer from a sense of alienation. Sense of alienation because they are being underprivileged, they have unequal opportunities. So therefore, the government of India needs to take cognizance of that. Why it is serious is that it is these extremist groups who are developing links with extremists in Pakistan. And eruptions like Bombay, etc., are because of these links. And then they further have links with the Taliban of Afghanistan and Al-Qaeda. So the complexity of the situation is that these entire networking by the extremists. We have to deal with each separately so that we cut off the linkages and then deal with them piecemeal.